Thanks for staying with us. President Joe Biden is today expected to announce measures that will be taken to bring down COVID-19 cases. Omicron variant has led to countries imposing travel restrictions. We're now joined by our SABC News correspondent in San Francisco, Ira Spitzer. Let's start then with the holidays. Let's talk about how people are preparing for the holiday seasons. Is it a Merry Christmas, or are people simply not looking forward to it?
Well, the rise of the Omicron variant has very much taken Americans by surprise, or at least the speed with which Omicron has become the dominant strain of COVID-19. We learned from the Centers for Disease Control that the variant is now responsible for close to 3 out of every 4 new coronavirus cases. And as we know, this variant spreads more quickly than previous variants. And suddenly it is just a few days before Christmas, and the United States is looking at probably a huge surge of cases going into this holiday. So certainly it will be a nervous Christmas for many, with Americans set to travel all throughout this country. Meanwhile, of course, the worries persist about the health situation with the rise of the Omicron variant. We will hear from President Joe Biden in just a few hours' time, where he is expected to outline a federal response to the variant, sort of a belated response, because he's already addressed the nation. It was criticized by some for not seeming to take it perhaps seriously enough. So White House officials briefed reporters earlier on the contents of that speech, and it appears that he will announce measures such as making 500 million at-home coronavirus tests available to Americans who apparently can order them on a website, and those would be free tests, which would be sent to homes. Also being ready to deploy 1,000 military personnel to help out at hospitals should we see a massive strain on the health system because of the coronavirus. So certainly a nervous holiday season, given what we know so far.
And looking at some of these measures that could be put in place, are we expecting some stricter measures around unvaccinated individuals?
Well, White House officials have indicated that they won't be announcing any new restrictions. Biden is expected to encourage Americans, implore Americans to get vaccinated if they haven't done so already. The federal vaccination rate in the state stands at about 61% of Americans are fully vaccinated. That is a figure that is too low given the widespread availability of vaccines. The level of booster shots is for those people who've had, in most cases, a third dose of either the Moderna or Pfizer vaccine, is somewhere around 20%. So there's been a real push in recent weeks, especially to get booster shots after they've been made available to all Americans. And President Biden is certainly going to be pushing Americans to get vaccinated. But of course, with this variant spreading so rapidly now, the real danger is coming right now, where vaccines may not be able to help some people in time.
It's going to be, quite an interesting time, as we were checking in with Berlin as well, and as they talk about how some of those measures are also being ramped up in order to try and keep people safe. So it'll be interesting to hear really more of what the president announces then in your country, as I know that a lot of Americans are still waking up in the morning. Thank you so much for your time. That's Ira Spitzer there, coming to us live from San Francisco. You heard there, he says that they are expecting 500 million home COVID-19 tests to be made available. And this is, of course, is to assist those people who want to be tested from home. And also military personnel is going to then be deployed, around 1,000 of them deployed, to be able to assist in various hospitals, so that they're also able to then help with the influx of patients. Because in in the United States, there have been some concerns, like there have been in some other countries, around individuals who have not taken the vaccine, who are finding themselves with more than mild symptoms. And there have been some concerns. And even in the United States as well, the concern has also been around the Delta variant as well, while South Africa was also seeing the Omicron variant. So really a lot of dynamics at play in that particular country. And as Ira says there, that they may not then be putting some measures in place around unvaccinated individuals, as you would have heard in Berlin, Trent saying that they are only now putting serious measures in place to only allow certain individuals who have been vaccinated into certain sectors, like that Christmas market where he was at the time, saying that only vaccinated individuals are allowed. But Ira saying that he's not expecting that the president is going to then be announcing those measures around individuals who have not been vaccinated. And that, of course, is an update that we have gotten from the United States, as we are expecting President Joe Biden to be able then to announce some of these measures during the course of the day. People are still waking up there.